Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for this video. Today I'm going to give you a short demo of our quality control app for CompuTec ProcessForce and SAP Business One. CompuTec ProcessForce has flexible quality control features that can be tailored to accommodate a wide range of manufacturing businesses and support quality control record keeping throughout the product lifecycle, from goods receipt right through the production process until you ship your final goods out to the customer. Using the CompuTec ProcessForce Quality Control app, your quality inspectors can review quality control information and procedures and record test results from mobile devices directly from your production hall or warehouse. The data they record will then be sent directly to SAP Business One and updated in the system automatically. When users open the app, they have the option to view two lists. The All Tests list displays all quality control tests. My List is a list of quality control tests added by the user so that they can access the tests that are currently most relevant to them quickly and easily. Both of those lists can be filtered. You can change the filters that are displayed at the top by tapping on the Adapt Filters button, and then you can select the filters you want to display here. So you might want to filter by date, by item type, by batch number. You might want to see the tests for goods supplied by a particular business partner. There's a lot of different options. Just for example, we're going to filter by document number. When I click on the filter, I get a list of criteria. I'll just select one of these, and there we have the test we're looking for. If we wanted to add the QC test to my list, we would just select the QC test and then tap on this star with a plus sign on it on the top right. Once the QC test has been added to my list, that icon changes to a green star, as you can see now. And if we just check, there is the QC test now on my list. You can remove the test from my list just by tapping on the star icon again. We also have here a good bit of information about the QC test: test number, test protocol, item code, name, revision, QC warehouse and bin location, information about the transaction that the test is performed on, and the test status. We can also attach various things here. You can take a photo and add it to the QC test, and you can see all of the attachments too. If you look at the top, there is a toggle. It's called All Related Attachments. Now it's off. So we would see here only any attachments directly associated with this test. If you switch it to on, you will also see other related attachments, including attachments related to test properties, like this one here. And over in SAP Business One, we can see those attachments in the Attachments tab. You can see that the second attachment is assigned to the test property code here as well. You can also see more details about the QC test by selecting Show Details. And here you can see the inspector, status, various dates and so on. You can change the status of the QC test from here. And to do that, you would just select the new status from the list. You can change the assigned quality control inspector and also the inspector who's responsible for the non-conforming materials report. These next two options, they allow you to record test and item property results, and we're going to just come back to those in a moment. Then the next ones allow us to view the instructions for carrying out the test. We just have some simple ones as an example here. And then there's add opening remarks, just like this. Just add a date. And same goes for closing remarks. We've got that too. For batch managed items, you can display a list of batches related to the QC test and indeed edit that list too. We can add a new batch by tapping on the plus icon and then selecting the batch we want to add. And then the same goes for items with serial numbers. If you have an NCMR inspector assigned to the test, you can create the NCMR transaction from the app too using the next option. You just select that option and the transaction will be created in the background. You'll get a notification that the transaction has been created here at the bottom. And now let's just check how that's reflected over in SAP Business One. Here we are on our quality control test. You can see the NCMR transaction has been added with the NCMR inspector here. We can see that transaction using the yellow arrow to open it. You can also compile a list of defects in the app using this next option. You can remove defects by checking the checkbox and tapping the bin icon, or add a defect to the list by tapping on the plus sign. Let's go back now to recording test results. It works in the same way for both test properties and item properties. So for our example, we'll look at reporting item properties. So let's select that and we'll get a list of item properties here, and we can narrow down that list using the filters at the top. You can again change the filters here using the adapt filters function. Just as an example, let's take a look at the color test property. We can see some information about the property, and we can also add and view photos and attachments and review details of the test property. And we can change the status here. Usually the status would be according to the test result. If we select the option test result recording, we can then record a result. In this case, there is a reference code in the system for the result. So you can add that code here in the reference field. If I just wanted to record the result like this, I would just press the add button and it would be updated in the system. But there's also the option to record multiple results for one test. To do that, we tap on this add multiple button and then we can add another result. To see all the results recorded, then you can tap on show multiple down at the bottom and you will get a list of all recorded results. And then up at the top, you can see what percentage of the results were passes and failures. There's another toggle here, transfer the average. If you turn this on, the result will be calculated based on the average of the multiple recorded values. So once you're done, you can just tap on add to add the result to the system, and you will get a notification here that the result has been added successfully.